uh, on PSN for PlayStation Plus subscribers. Resistance 3 is coming out here pretty soon. I think within the next week or so. I have to say that just from my experience from the beta and everything, I know from the last two Resistances, like the multiplayer was not all that hot,
Right.
but they have really stepped it up this time. And Insomniac has done a fantastic job on the multiplayer, and I'm looking forward to getting that. So, that good stuff, man. And also the story, I was always drawn to the story, even though, particularly the last two games, not really like a type feeling. It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, well, you know, I see what they're trying to do here, but I think in the third one, this is where Insomniac, really, really does the job.
Definitely. And
So what you got, X?
well, this was one Fizz that we've been waiting for a long time. We've been just sitting here so anxious to get this. We have Arkham City is coming out.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, we have it. It's in October. We cannot wait for this. If you've ever played Arkham Asylum, you know how great it was. And if you have not played Arkham Asylum, please go out and buy Arkham Asylum and play it. Like I'm,
Yeah, and then why we're like kind of like drawing out the mouth over this Arkham City that's getting ready to come out.
yeah, it's one of those things that like you rarely find, in my opinion at least, the superhero thing take well to video games. But like these people have the Rocksteady, they have really accomplished this well. And like Arkham City, it was great. And I mentioned this, I guess this is free publicity. I know I'm doing a playthrough of Arkham Asylum on my channel really soon because I'm getting ready to do Arkham City after that. And this one, the story takes place supposedly. It's open world, of course, and it still uses elements of stealth, and you have your predator tactics, and you'll have the same equipment that you had in the game, but you'll have new moves, new items, of course, and the story in itself is very interesting. It takes place a year after the events of Arkham Asylum, and basically the former warden has taken credit for all the events that Batman did in Arkham Asylum, and he's used that notoriety to gain some power. And the basically what happens is it's a basic story of corruption, and that's one thing that I liked about the movie The Dark Knight, and I liked about Arkham Asylum. It really has kind of, for a superhero game, it was really dark. It had a kind of a grim feel to it, and a realistic, and I really like that. And this we're gonna have more of the Batman villains. Of course, the Joker's coming back, and we're gonna have the Riddler, and we're gonna have Two-Face, the Penguin, and it's just and Mr. Freeze as well. Like it's just I cannot wait, and just even like villains that you don't expect to appear. Like people were wondering, and like freaking Calendar Man is gonna be in here. Like so, they're really going all out with this one.
Oh, definitely, and don't forget about Robin. He's making an appearance.
Yeah, definitely. Robin as well. And this game is just it's gonna be great. I have a feeling like I was kind of worried that they wouldn't be able to follow this up, but like if it's half as good as Asylum was, it's gonna be great because like we said, anyone who's played that game knows how great it was and why we're so anxious for this. And if you haven't played it, definitely go out and pick it up. It's going to be available for PC, for 360, for the PS3, the Wii U. It's going to be great, and you're going to have an improved version of the free flow combat system, and it's going to allow for, unlike the previous game, it's going to allow for multiple counters and the ability to throw objects, do jump attacks, multi-strike beatdowns, like upgraded battering and back claws. I just can't wait.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. And if you haven't bought, Arkham Asylum yet, you should definitely slap yourself in the face, wake yourself up, and go buy it
Definitely.
before Arkham City comes out. Because, and another thing, Ax, to continue on with Batman Arkham City, it's going to be open world this time.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's great because, I mean, yeah, Arkham Asylum, great, but it wasn't open world. I mean, you can pretty much focus on the storyline if you want to in Arkham City, but they have a tons of side missions and everything to do. So talk about a lot of hours of gameplay and greatness. That's what it's going to equal out to.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So what do we got next, Fizz?
Okay, well, I have these two games, and the hype of these two games has been like out the roof here in the past couple months. I think ever since E3 2011, when they showed like some gameplay on these games, and of course Gamescom and all that. But Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. Now, I want to give you my perspective on this, okay? And if you want to, actually, you could throw in a little bit too. But I think Battlefield 3 overall, as far as multiplayer goes, because Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has an awesome storyline.
Yes.
But when it comes to multiplayer, Call of Duty, from what I've seen, now I could be wrong, there could be new videos out and all that. I just haven't caught up because, of course, work has, I'm being work's a little bitch right now, working all the time. But anyway, the multiplayer, it just seems the same. They're not really bringing anything like spectacular. I mean, yes, you get new perks. It looks like some new like kill streak things, but Battlefield 3, just with you become speechless when you just look at Battlefield 3.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the multiplayer with the jets. I mean, and just everything that I've heard about it. With the guns. Just what you're gonna be getting with this. I mean, it's just. I think Battlefield 3 finally overtakes Call of Duty. And I'm not a Battlefield like fanboy or anything. I love both franchises because I have Call of Duty Black Ops like sitting right over there on my 1980s coffee table. Yeah, don't judge. But and I have Battlefield 2 as well. So I mean, I'm not particularly one-sided. I just look at the overall picture on what the developers are bringing to the gamers, because that's what it's all about. Is like, hey, what can we bring, to these guys, to the gaming community,
it's new
and
fresh.
make them have a unique gaming experience. I think Battlefield 3 takes a cake on this, man.
Yeah, definitely. Like Modern Warfare 3, like you said, it's gonna be great, but like you said, they've kind of at times it's like, okay, it's almost like we're getting resprites. It's the same stuff over and over. But like you said with Battlefield 3, not only do we have just stunning graphics and everything, and the representation is great visually. Like we're gonna see new gameplay elements and new things that are gonna not only retain the old fans of the series, but make new fans and help the series grow. And I think introducing new things while staying true to your roots. That's how you preserve a series longevity, and that's how you get a bigger fan base.
Definitely, and like the old saying goes, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Exactly.
So that's what they're sticking to. EA is really sticking to it.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of, we're talking about Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3, we have another third part to a very popular game series, don't we, Fizz?
Oh yes, we do.
We'll go ahead and
go ahead and tell them. No, you do it. No, this is your baby. Go ahead.
All right. We have the epicness of Gears of War 3 coming out.
Oh yeah, definitely. And go ahead, man. It's just.
That's another game that I'm so eager about. It almost just leaves me speechless. Like I've read about it and everything, and honestly, like at first I was worried. What new things could they bring to the table here? But after looking at some stuff and reading up, I think that they're really gonna go the high road here and retain the stuff that made the series great, but at the same time add new stuff. So you're really, really getting a new experience with this game.
Definitely, man. It's gonna be exciting. Definitely.
Yeah, that's another game that I think as soon as we're able to get our hands on it, you'll see Fizz and I probably playing that game and just ranting and raging as always.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely. I mean, which of course, I mean, like I said, I'm not the best gamer in the world, but I just get the overall enjoyment of what the game just presents to me.
Definitely. Exactly.
And that's what I think all gamers, when they sit down and play a game, they just be like, if they come out and say, man, that game was awesome, then evidently the developer, what they brought to the table, just, did it for them. It, brought uniqueness, brought great gameplay, visuals, the overall presentation of the story, all that stuff. And if you get all that combined into one, and it's great, then of course, you have an epic game. And that's what I look when I play games. I'm not looking to be like, I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if I could do it, be as good as these gamers out here, like make a career out of it and just make thousands of dollars just
Right.
playing video games. But I'm just, I guess, a casual gamer, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, I mean, anything that has a great storyline, great presentation, I'm all for it. And gameplay, of course.
Definitely. So, to close out, I guess we can say that if you take nothing else away from these videos, just know that it is a great time to be a gamer because we have so many great games coming out in the near future. If no matter what kind of games you like, whether you like shooters, whether you like open world games, whether you like RPG elements, sports games, there's something coming out pretty soon that everyone's going to be able to enjoy. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and yeah, I guess that pretty much wraps up this edition of the Chopping Block. You got anything to add, Fizz?
Um, I'm trying to think. There was one PC game that is getting ready to come out, I believe, later on this year. And I can't believe it just slipped my mind because I watched this a couple months ago, and I definitely, if I could find it, I want to introduce it to, everybody if they haven't heard about it yet. So, if you have anything to add about like channels or whatever, go ahead. I'll try to just, try to look this up because I definitely want to introduce this to, to the gamers out
Right.
there.
Well, like we were saying, we're probably going to be doing playthroughs of at least one of these new games coming out. I know that probably um, probably Arkham City is a definite at this point. You'll probably, like I said, people who watch our channels, you'll, probably, hopefully soon see some Dead Island gameplay up. We're probably not going to be able to get it as soon as it comes out, but, we'll get it soon enough. And, like I said, it's going to be a big change as to what's regularly on the channels, but with the new games coming out, we can hopefully mix and match and do maybe you'll see who knows, maybe they'll see Kid Icarus Uprising one second and see Modern Warfare 3 the next.
Definitely. Let's see. I believe this game is called Kingdoms of Amalur or something like that. Amalur. Sorry, my grammar is kind of like out there. And Kingdoms of whatever that word is, Reckoning coming out. They are talking about this is going to be a WoW killer.
Oh, really?
Yes. Of course, as we all know, when Kata came out, I think WoW lost over 900,000 players.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Blizzard, great, great developer and everything, but they're saying that this game is going to be a WoW killer. I mean, and if anybody hasn't checked it out, I'm pretty sure we'll post like a little link or something like that in like our channel of pretty much of all these games that are getting ready to come out. And just this one that I've just now mentioned to you guys, go check it out, man. It's going to be great. I can't wait for it. I'm going to check it out. It's also coming out on console too, so that'll be different, you know. So definitely check it out. I think it's going to be great. And for PC, they say it's going to be a WoW killer, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait that one out because that's a pretty bold statement. But like you said, you never know. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up and get ready to post those links for you guys. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and see you next time on another edition of the Chopping Block.
All right, thanks, guys. See you later.